not just about entertainment anymore. Like the red lettering says, for some Americans, buying a ticket to the interview is a question of freedom.
I just sort of want to make a statement that, we can't let people push us around.
We got the interview!
Hackers threatened a 9/11 style attack on theaters that showed the film. Sony said major chains didn't want it and pulled the movie, but now says smaller theaters will show it on Christmas Day, possibly a couple of hundred screens instead of the initial 2,000 or 3,000.
I don't expect to have a problem, but we would be foolish if we don't take some different precautions.
In a statement, Sony's CEO says, "We have never given up on releasing the interview. We are proud to make it available to the public and to have stood up to those who attempted to suppress free speech." But, of course, they didn't at first. This comes after Barack Obama publicly shamed Sony.
I wish they'd spoken to me first. I would have told them, do not get into a pattern in which you're intimidated by these kinds of criminal attacks.
Today, one of the film's stars, James Franco, tweeted, "Victory! The people and the president have spoken." But tensions between the U.S. and North Korea are hardly solved. The country's internet was down for hours yesterday and sputtered again today. The U.S. State Department seems frustrated by speculation it's behind the attack, though it hasn't explicitly denied it either.
Ask the North Koreans if their internet wasn't working. I can't speculate on why that was if it wasn't. I can't confirm the reports that it actually wasn't. So I would check with them. They're certainly the right people to speak to this, and I don't have much more on this.
How exactly would you suggest we do that? Email?
But there's building consensus this wasn't the work of the U.S. government because access hasn't been shut down entirely.
I'd be far more surprised if it turned out that this was, the CIA than I would if this was a 15-year-old kid wearing a Guy Fawkes mask.
Sony says it hopes that this is only the first step in the film's release. The White House says that it welcomes the decision. Catherine Cullen, CBC News, Washington.